In this Microsoft Excel video tutorial, we're going to take a look at the built-in logical operator functions in Microsoft Excel. The ones we're going to take a look at today are not, or, and then also XOR. These are valuable when you're trying to take a look at the value that's in a specific cell and figure out whether or not that logical operator is being satisfied or not satisfied. Each one of these is going to evaluate to either a true or a false, depending on the number that's in the designated X cell, based on the conditions that we set. I've also built out number lines over here to represent whether or not it's going to evaluate to true, which is green, or false, which is red, for each of the conditions. So taking a look at the first one, the not logical operator, the example we have here is we want to check whether x is not equal to 5. So looking at the number line, naturally this one would show that it'll evaluate to true anytime that x is not equal to 5. So if we go through and actually type this into Excel, we just do equals, not, and then that cell that we're using as x, we'll select, and equal to 5. It's evaluating to true now because there's no entry in here, which is also not equal to 5. So if I start going down the number line, I enter in 1, it'll remain true, 2, still true, 3, 4, and then once I get to 5, it'll actually switch to being false because now x is equal to 5, so this statement no longer holds true. The next one is the OR operator. Here we want to check whether x is greater than 5 or x is less than 8. In either case, if either one of these is true, then the entire statement will evaluate to be true. So if we take a look at the number line, the first part is x greater than 5. So that would not include 5, but it would include anything greater than 5. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is why all of those are showing as evaluating to true. And then the other side of that statement is whether x is less than 8, which wouldn't include 8, but would include 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. For this reason, the entire number line ends up evaluating to true. And we'll go ahead and type this one out. We'll do equals or, and we'll select our x value is greater than 5, comma, select that same value, and then less than 8. And now we can see no matter what value we enter into here, it's going to remain true because all it has to do is either be greater than 5, which includes 6 up to infinity, or less than 8, which includes 7 down to negative infinity. And I can prove that by typing in some other numbers at the extremes of each side of that, and it still evaluates to true. The next one's the AND logical operator. And for this one, we're going to check whether x is greater than 5 and x is less than 8. So this one's the opposite of the OR operator. Both of these need to be true in order for the entire statement to evaluate as true. So if we look at x greater than 5, that would include 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. And it also has to satisfy x less than 8, which would be 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and so on. The only overlap there where both of these statements are true is actually 6 and 7, and everything else outside of those will end up evaluating as false. To type this in, we'll do equals and select our x value, greater than 5, select our value again, and less than 8. And now if we type in 6, we can see that it evaluates to true, 7 will evaluate to true, and then if I do anything outside of those two values, it'll end up evaluating to false. And the last one here is a less common one, is XOR, which is an exclusive OR statement. So this is checking whether x is greater than 5 or exclusively or x is less than 8. What exclusive OR means, only one of these statements can be true. One and only one has to be true for the statement to evaluate as true. So looking at this, if x is greater than 5, that evaluates to true for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and on. And x less than 8 is true for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and all the negative numbers. Now the ranges where only one of these is true is 5 and less, because that's when x less than 8 is true, but x greater than 5 would be false in that sense. For x greater than 5, this is true and only true whenever you're at 8, 9, 10, and beyond, because this statement will be true while x less than 8 will be false. So to type this one in, we'll do equals XOR, select our x value, greater than 5, select our x value, less than 8, and press enter. So if I type in 5, for example, it'll remain true. If I type 6, it'll go to false, and the reason it's false is because both of these are true. 6 is both greater than 5 and less than 8. And just to remind, the XOR operator requires that only one of the statements are true. And if I type in 7, it remains false, and if I type 8, then it remains true. Thank you for watching, and feel free to reach out in the comments if you have any questions.